Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into episode 3 now of Timelocke. I keep forgetting what the name of the series is at this point. I've introed multiple times saying welcome back to the podcast, which is really funny to do in this. But we are back here in the starter shack as we do, and I gotta start this off with I made myself another stupid mistake last episode. So I got home, I recorded the episode, it went really well, I had great talking, I was moving well, and I get done with it and I go to look at it and I recorded the wrong screen. I recorded my OBS instead of the Minecraft screen. So I am now 3 straight episodes of this where I made a dumb mistake. I am very impressed how I keep managing to do this. But, so that means that I lost footage for what we did last episode. So I guess I'll briefly just run you through what we did. During the nights, we expanded down here, so this room is starting to slowly get bigger. And I started making this a little bit bigger too. I was kind of just talking and just mining when it became nighttime. So tonight, in this episode, I'm going to be cutting it because I got to use the inner mining as the footage for episode 2. So that's what's up with that, if anybody's curious. And then, excitingly, we worked on this a little bit. We got some more progress out here. Today's gonna be more of a planning episode and doing stuff. In the past, if you've been watching, you know I got my cardboard list I've talked about where I got 7 ideas that I want to talk about. We've hit 2 so far. I was looking at it and I was like, nah, we're gonna take a break. Today's gonna be a more fun, more looking at things and planning what's next. So we got this big building started. And so today we'll be finishing the exterior, I guess I don't know what to call this crap. We'll be finishing whatever this is, and then we will start on the inside a little bit more. So I think I'm just gonna flat the back like this. I think that's gonna be make the most sense for me in this scenario, and I'm about out of this wood. I also was messing with stairs and a pressure plate I made on accident, and I wasted some materials. That's also awesome. So overall, it was a very very interesting time. Check it out if you want to. Just the footage is gonna be this stuff. Gosh, I swear. One of these days, I'm gonna make a flawless episode, guys. Okay, trust. If you just keep following along, you're doing that. So anyway, as I'm recording this, though, we hit 5 subscribers, so that's a pretty cool mini milestone to hit. So thank you to the people who said, you know what, I'm gonna follow along. So we will hopefully keep going, road to 10 at this point in this mini Minecraft world. And let's see, today is, I gotta look at the date real quick. I'm gonna move away from the microphone, I apologize. Today we are looking at October 25th, if things go to plan and this thing gets uploaded on time. And that means we're only probably 2 or 3 episodes away from updating. We're gonna be moving up to the next version, which is exciting. I got really lucky because I had this idea in the back of my head for a couple months to do the series, and I was like, crap. But I'm like, I gotta pick an update that lines up. And luckily, Alpha 1.2 lined up perfectly with this. That gave me about a week or so to make videos beforehand. So I thought that was really cool how it ended up lining up for us. So just like that, the night is over and some time has elapsed. I was able to record a good amount of footage for last episode, not tomorrow, for last episode. And we got a few little goodies mining. We got a good amount of iron. We got a lot of cobblestone, and I discovered a cave down there, which I will be going back to exploring in the future. And also tons of coal, which I'm really excited about. Funny enough, the reason I ended up having to come back was I was running out of wood. I ran out of wood, and so Adventure came to an end. This was my last pickaxe, or I couldn't have done anything else. So we are back now. We're gonna get a little bit more progress on the house, and then I'm gonna walk you through the plans for all of this. That's the thing, is the durability on these stone tools are so low. Like, it's incredibly low. We're gonna need a crafting table in here, so I'm gonna just leave this one in here. If we're going, might as well take the rest of the tools we're gonna need since they're gonna run out on us, and better to have backups. So all we got really left for the exterior of this is just this, and we will have at least one layer of this done. We can cap that off, flip that back. I did not mean to do that. And now we got, wouldn't say it's pretty exterior, but we got an exterior. Wait, I can grab something out of this chest real quick. So originally we had cobblestone like this so I could have some stairs to walk up, and nice, all smooth. So now this is all good. Next thing on the list is gonna be doors. I'm pretty sure there's doors in the game. I would just, yeah, no, it was an early feature doors. We should be good. I also may need to make a flint and steel for some of these trees that aren't burning. You know what? Let's go do that. I know that tick speed in the old versions used to be crazy if my memory does me well. So I'm assuming stuff is gonna burn really quickly. Oh, is it? Okay, yeah, it actually is. It is shaped. Let's test this theory away from my wooden house. Let's see. Yep, look at that. Like, I wish this was still in the game. Like, this is incredible. Uh-oh. Wood that we can. And see, this is why it's not still in the game. Like, I didn't think it was going to spread that far. But, okay. So, this is gone now. It's incredibly satisfying to watch it burn, though. I will say. Yeah, try to steal. I don't think all the wood's gonna burn though. Hopefully those ones do. I don't really feel like climbing up there to fix it. Light one more. I don't want to use too much of this durability because it's a little expensive with it being iron and stuff, which we don't have a lot of right now. I just want to light the building on fire, but I will not do that, guys. I promise. Not yet. Maybe in the future we will. We got one sapling. If we place a few more of those down. So, anyway, now that we got the exterior planned, let's move into base plans. So, originally I was going to put the mine here. The length of this building was a little bigger than I expected it to be. So, oh well, quick little change of plans. I'm saying we shift the mine to... We could connect it to out here. We could shift the mine to right here. Then have it go underground right next to it, and then have a entrance from there into the mine, so I don't have to worry about walking outside into the mine. I do like that idea. So if we... And then I think for the mine, it's going to be a very simple cobblestone box, is the way I see this. The fun thing about this is, I'm not even going to care how stuff looks. I'm going to make somewhat stuff look good, and I'll, like, I'll make the exterior a bit nicer, but I'm here to have fun, not be critiqued by professional builders. Unless there's some professional builders watching, and I do apologize. I'll leave it there for the moment. Before I did get distracted and started burning down the forest, I was gonna look into doors. Oh, yikes, they don't stack. I forgot about that. There we go. Oh, that's nice. Oh, it looks like they're sensitive because I went to go hit the door and it missed. Okay, maybe I just misclicked or something, but I felt like maybe they had worse hitboxes than, we have them nowadays and stuff. Are you kidding me? It's dark again. I don't want to have the time cut. Okay, to be fair, I did spend like 15 minutes mining. So, it's not the biggest of deals. Okay. I'm gonna cut back to the morning again, and then we will walk through. I'm actually not gonna spend a crazy amount of time this time. Okay, guys, so we're back. It was night again. It's a very boring night, but so we can get back over here to base plans. So if we do this to there, I think I'll do wooden path. I'm gonna do wooden path. I think that'll work out nice. And so then if we take this, only thing is I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna make it just a 2 block. It'll look nicer that way, and it makes more sense, overall for this. The line up with the pathway is the big thing. So then the other two things I really want to make is I have another. I want to do a train station, and then I also do start planning out like a city. I think a city would be really cool to make. Obviously, like it would be like down over the horizon and stuff. But I don't know. It just took me a sec. I'm just looking. It just looks really nice seeing this. I don't know why. It's kind of pretty. Just staring off over at this. I gotta put something down here. I'll definitely be using this land. It just makes me happy just seeing these old textures and just living in the moment, making this little world, not knowing what's gonna come next. I don't know. There's just some nostalgia for something I don't really have nostalgia for because I played some early versions of this like back when I very first started, but it wasn't on here. It wasn't Java. It was Bedrock Edition, which was, I mean PE. I don't keep calling it Bedrock Edition. It's very janky. It had tons of missing features, I should say. It had the Nether reactor. It had all kinds of random stuff, which you wouldn't even think to having in that. You wouldn't even think of it nowadays and stuff. But it's really cool. And so this will just be a tiny little shed, basically. And and then right here is just going to be a path going down. And then this should like connect into there. And then do I make it a two-pather? Does it look weird if I do this? Because you're gonna have to bang your head. It's gonna be unnatural for one spot. It's gonna be unnatural there. So we would either have to hide something back there, or look. Let's do that. Good enough for now. It does what I need, and now then I don't know. Just gonna make the mine a little bit nicer, all cobble coming down into it and some other little stuff. Yeah, you can tell when I don't have a topic plan for this, it's a lot quieter, more relaxing. I'd probably say more boring, honestly, because of me not having an idea what I'm doing. But there's the mine that connected over to here. And then this will go. Oh, there's another tool. So that'll connect to there. So then over here's realistically where the next set is going to be. I think a tree farm would be a really good thing to do. Because we're going to need a designated area for like, not an orchard's not the right word. Not even like a sawmill. I'm just trying to think of, I guess literally just a little place for a tree farm. Oh, I've not really explored the area. There's little caves and stuff. Which we'll need to look into. Well, the thing is, I don't want to explore crazy far because, we are stuck with only oak trees right now, and I'm going to have to just travel a very far distance every time I want something new. So that's the only thing I'm a little hesitant about, but also then I do also want to preserve this alpha world and have like the alpha section and then the beta, and then as the releases go on, more and more unique things for it. So I think before we end this episode, the last thing I want to do is I want to get this pathway set up, and so then we can start mining. Oh, I made two. We're gonna probably need both of them anyway. And then I think next episode we're gonna probably get iron tools and start in the interior. Cause like I'm not completely sold on the exterior to this thing. I mean, it's gonna be very basic with the oak and stuff, but I think it'll work for the time being, especially until we unlock more blocks. Because you can only do so much. Like we're going to probably be using a lot of stone as one of our diverse blocks, even though it's going to be more of a pain to make. Also, this wood is very expensive for early in the game like we are. So this is a luxury. Crazy to think in the future, but like wow, that's what was a luxury for us, but it's kind of funny. But last thing for the train station, from my looking around, it would be cool to have something like maybe we have it over here. I'll make a bridge, cross the bridge over this. This can dip down a little bit more, and then up there we can have the train station, and it can go off that way. So I really like the idea of it being there. But as this episode gets dark, I think we end it. It's been another great day. We'll be working on the roof to this thing shortly, and then we'll be able to start moving. Hopefully we can move before 1.2 into the real base. So we'll see where that leads from. Time to go AFK for another 8 minutes because night is boring. As you can see, this room just slowly gets bigger and bigger, and down this way at least, this goes pretty deep down into a cave, which I've made it to, and then this side will go, and then this will also lead over into something. So lots of stuff planned for this, lots of excitement. We will see where it leads us to. But that's all I had for this episode, and I will see you guys later. Bye.